Hey guys, welcome back to my channel anjreadsbooks. This is Anjali and I am here with a monthly wrap-up video for every book that I've read in June. So I've read 9 books this month and it's been a good reading month. So if you are interested in knowing my thoughts and opinions about these books, please continue watching the video. The first book I've read is Jar of Hearts by Jennifer Hillier. This is a thriller. I've started this book around May ending last day I guess, and completed it in June 1st or 2nd because this book was so riveting, you guys. I could not put this book down. It was so engaging and it was really creepy and gory, you know. But I definitely loved this book. I've rated this 4 out of 5 stars. And this is about a girl called Gio, whose ex-boyfriend is a serial killer and who raped and murdered her best friend Angela when they were, I don't know, teenagers, and she knew about it but she did not disclose it to anyone. And 14 years later there's this case still going on, and he's a serial killer now. Like he had committed the same kind of killings to other women, and she is going to jail for keeping it quiet for what happened to her best friend 14 years before. And so yeah, after once she is out of jail, the same kind of murders are still going on, like they are still going on, and everything is related back to her. It's like he's coming back to her to try to kill her. It seems kind of like that, but it was so beautiful, and the plot twist was just so amazing. I did not see that coming, and it was really good. So I would definitely recommend this book to you guys if you like these kind of thrillers where you know the killer, who the killer is, and the police is finding out you, and the main character is just so scared and just like that. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this book to you guys. The next book I've read is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This is a fae fantasy. If you're into fae, you can just give this one a try, because I really loved it. I liked it, and I rated this one 4 out of 5 stars. And this is about a girl called Jude, who, when she was 7 years old, I think, had watched her parents got killed in front of her eyes by this fae called Maddox. And Maddox took her and her sisters to his home in Feyland called Elfame. She lived there for like 10 years, and then throughout all these 10 years she's being treated like dirt for just being human and not fae by this prince and his friends. They all treat her and her twin sister very cruelly for being human, and according to them, human are just they are just capable of being slaves to them. So yeah, and one day Jude just says, you know what, fuck it, I cannot take this anymore, and she starts to retaliate whatever Carden and his friends do, and Carden is very much angry about it. Carden and Jude hate each other. They could literally kill each other. They hate each other like that, and it's really good to see Jude do that, retaliate when there is absolutely no support. Her twin sister Taryn is continuously explaining her, don't do that and everything, because they will kill you. You are a human and they have so much of power and everything, blah blah blah. But Jude she's not in a space to listen to anyone. She is she's like, no, I will do this. I have to do this. I cannot take this anymore. If I'm dying, it's fine. I will die like that. But I will not tolerate one more insult from these guys. She's like that. I really love that part when she's decided to stand up for herself. And The Cruel Prince, one thing I would like to mention, The Cruel Prince is written here, but I feel that this Prince Carden mentioned is the least cruelest of all characters in this book, including Jude. So yeah, that's that, because I really loved how the only person I right now adore is Prince Carden. And I'm not a big fan of Jude currently, because her mental situation and the way she thinks, I'm not a really big fan of her right now. It's not like I hate her, but I'm not a big fan of her. I'm neutral kind of when it comes to her. So yeah, I really like this guy, but for rest of the characters, you know, they are cruel. They're literally cruel to each other. So, including Jude. But yeah, that's that. I would really recommend you guys, because I'm sure you will love this book, because you know, it's filled with hatred, cruelty, angst, and Jude and Prince Carden, they hate each other, but you know, there are some sparks that they cannot ignore also. So it's really nice. I can't wait to read the next 2 books. I've ordered them. It's right here. I can't wait to read this. So yep, I would definitely recommend this book. I've rated 4 out of 5 this book. So yep, I definitely recommend. The next book I've read is The Women in the Window by A.J. Finn. This is a murder mystery and thriller. I really like this book. I gave it 4.5 out of 5, and this is about a woman called Anna Fox, who has agoraphobia and is not able to go outside of her house, and her only key to the outside world is her window, and with which she spies on her neighbors every day for her daily entertainment. And one day from her window she watches a murder, and that is the story, like what happens and what's the murder about, like why the murder had happened and who the murderer is, everything. She tries to figure it out, staying in home actually, but it's really nice. It's really beautiful. If you want my entire reaction of this, and I've made a reading vlog for this, if you can watch that. I have my raw reactions to every situation that happens in this book, and I've given my review in that. So I would recommend you watching that. I will add the link on top or in the description below. Please watch that video if you want to know more about this book. But I definitely recommend this. The 4th book I have read is From Lukov With Love by Mariana Zapata. You guys, I'm in love with this book. I'm obsessed. I have rated 5 out of 5 stars for this book, and it is so beautiful. This is about a girl called Jasmine, who is a figure skater and is on a very rough patch in her professional life, and she is almost thinking of retirement. But on the very last point, she gets a lifetime opportunity of figure skating, pair skating with Ivan Lukov, who is like a big shot in skating, and he is like Olympic level of skater. He has won so many medals and something. He's a big celebrity, and she is literally no one, but he comes and he and his coach approach her, Jasmine, to, you know, pair with Ivan for a year. And the catch here is that Jasmine and Ivan do not get along. They hate each other for something petite that happened a very long time, and they're still holding on to it. And it's really nice, you guys. If you want my complete take on this, I have made a video for this one, a dedicated video. I will link it somewhere here or in the description below. You please check it out if you want to know more about this book. The next book I have read in this month is Legend Born by Tracy Deonn. And you guys, I did not expect this book to be this amazing. Seriously, I read this back, but it was like I was thinking it will kind of be like an okay read. I don't know why, because maybe synopsis put that kind of an impression. But the book, there are like 10 plot twists, and I bet you will not be able to guess even a single one of them. It is out of your thinking process. The book, you go into this book thinking one thing, and completely other thing happens in the end. It is really good. I love this one. I've rated this one 5 out of 5, and I cannot wait for the next book, which is still not released. Oh god, it is coming out in November. I cannot wait for that. Seriously, guys. Oh my god. Okay, this one is about Bree, who has lost her mother just 3 months back, and she has joined UNC for her undergrad, and on her very first day on the campus, she sees something she's not supposed to see, or no one is supposed to see, actually, a demon attack. Okay, and nobody other than her is supposed to see, is able to see the demon. Everybody is running here and there because it's the party and police ride, but she is able to see a demon who nobody else is able to see, and there is only one guy who is able to see it. So he kind of like hypnotizes her to get out of that place, but it doesn't work on her. It works on her for a minute or two till she goes for a distance, but she remembers everything again and comes back and watches everything that's happened after she's left. And this, she comes to know, she researches, she asks about them, and she finds out that this is a secret society called Legendborn, whose complete idea is to hunt and kill demons. It is about a time like King Arthur and his science and the Round Table. If you do not know much about King Arthur and Round Table, I would definitely recommend doing a tiny bit of research before you get into this book. It is not compulsory, it is just, I like to have a complete knowledge about what is going on in the book, so that I can make it as real as it can be for me. So that's what I do. It's just a suggestion for you guys if you want a complete experience of the reading, but it's not compulsory. You can definitely just dive in blind to this book, and you will definitely enjoy it. I really loved it, you guys. 5 out of 5. Please, I beg you to read this book. Please read this book. The next book I've read is Artemis Voice by Mia Sheridan. This book is so beautiful, you guys. I've rated this book 4.5 out of 5. I felt there was a slight bit of disconnect between the characters and me, and I think writing could have been a bit better, just so connection would have been better. So yeah, that's that. And story wise, this book is 5 out of 5, but I've just cut that for 4.5 because of the writing. But this book is so amazing. I felt the build up for this book between the characters was really great, and it was angsty, and it was really nice. It was so cute. And this book is about Bree, who had a really super tragic past and had to move to Maine. And there she meets, on her very first day, she meets this guy, and she crashes with him, and all her things fall on the ground, and he helps her pick up, but she tries to talk to him, get to start a conversation, but he completely ignores her and just walks away. And she thinks it's rude, and it kind of intrigued her, and she started to ask around who that guy was, why he did not talk, and if it was only her who experienced that kind of behavior from him. But everyone in the town say that he is he is kind of weird, and he's kind of silent and rude and everything. So she has that kind of opinion, and one day what happens, this Bree's dog it runs into Archer's property, and she follows the dog and gets to comes face to face with Archer, and then they start meeting each other, and it goes to friendship. They start with friendship. It was weird for some time when he doesn't talk much, and she is talks too much, not too much, but she is bubbly kind of girl, and he is very silent and very reserved kind of a guy. And it was really nice. It was really good build up, and I really enjoyed this book, you guys. If you are into if you like reading books where silent guy and bubbly girl, you can give this a try. You will really love this book. The next book I've read this month is Midnight Blue by L.J. Shen. I do not have a physical copy of this because I've read it in Audible, but I've have a cover right here for you guys. So this is about a guy called Alex, who is a superstar singer and is totally depressed because his fiance had cheated on him with his best friend, and he is completely, you know, in sorrow and just angry about this, and he's completely drenched himself in drugs and alcohol, and this has been putting up a negative publicity in you know, in the society, in the media. So his publicist appoints a girl called Indigo to be his babysitter, which Alex definitely hates because he does not want any kind of restrictions for him. But well, Indigo is very stubborn with how she treats him, like does not allow him to do anything like drugs and alcohol, and Alex completely hates her for that. He puts her through all kind of nonsense in the beginning for treating him like a baby, and well, it starts like that in a very rough patch, but they start to get to know each other, and things get very angsty between them, because they fight half of the time for what Alex has been doing and what she's been doing. But you know, it kind of brings Alex in a place to start writing a new song, a new album, and it's making good for him, but you know, he's still not ready to accept it, kind of like that. But if you are into like that, like bad boy good girl kind of a thing, a kind of a trope, you can definitely give this one a try. It's an okay kind of read, you know, it's like one time read and you can just forget about this later, and it was a good one. I wouldn't say it was really bad or really good. It was not like that. It was okay kind of read, just one time read. So I have rated this one 3.5 out of 5, and I would definitely recommend this one for you know, if you are in the mood of that kind of a trope, you can go for that. The book I have with me is The Dark and Shallow Lies. This book was a huge disappointment of the month, of the year, I would say, seriously, because this book had, with this synopsis, it had so much of potential, you guys, but literally nothing happened in the book. Literally nothing happened in the book. I mean it, like seriously. This book is like what, yeah, 420 pages long, and for the first 300 pages literally nothing happened. 300 pages, nothing happened. It was just the last 25% of the book that really had something going on, because okay, let me give you what this is about. This is about Gray, who comes back to her town, and in La Cachette, and her best friend Alora is missing for 3 months, has been missing for 3 months, and nobody knows where she is or if she is alive or dead, and nobody has no clue. Okay, so Alora is Gray's twin flame. Like, they are not twins, but their mothers had gone through labor on the same day at the same time, and both kids were put in the same bassinet when they were born. So they if the entire town calls them twin flame. So yeah, that's that. So she is missing. Alora is missing, has been missing for like 3 months, and Gray is super depressed about it. I understand that, you know, I understand that, and the entire town is depressed. All her friends, the other friends she has in that town, the other kids, they're all depressed. I really understand grief. Okay, I understand that they somewhere knew that Alora is dead and she's not coming back, and they were in grief. I really understand grief, you guys. I do. I promise I do, believe me. But I am not here to read about grief for 300 pages of a book. Okay, but I mean, the entire conversation for the first 300 pages is like, I wish Alora was here. You know, it is between her friends and her, and the whole friend group, whatever it is. They only say that we miss Alora. I miss Alora. She loved you. We love her. I wish she was here. I wish she comes back. Do you think she's alive? it's just the same redundant conversations between different kind of people, you know, like friend 1, friend 2, friend 3. Everyone is having the same conversation with Gray again and again and again, with a slight changes. Maybe one is fighting, one is just crying, and one is just angry. You know, it's like that. It's just same kind of situations going on, and there's literally nothing happening. I waited for like first 100 pages. I was like, okay, maybe it's grief. I understand grief. They are grieving, and I maybe, you know, there's no moving on with that. I understand that. Okay, let's just read 50 more pages, and I read it, and still nothing. After that, I made a reason for it, like maybe next it'll happen. Something has to happen, because half of the book is over, because something has to happen now. But no, nothing is happening. It is just like small revelations about Elora, what all secrets she has and who she met with and everything, which literally has nothing to do with anything that's going on in the story. You know, it was really depressing, you guys. I was so angry. I wanted to throw this book like away from anywhere near me. I was so frustrated when I completed this book. I kept on reading this book because there were some creepy moments, like okay, this is a town full of psychics, okay, like some are medium, they can talk to dead and communicate with them and give answers to someone else, whatever questions they have, and some have spirits talking in their mind, like talking to her, speaking to her, and some people just you know, they have bilocation power. Like, they're interesting characters. It's really interesting to see people have those abilities, and you know, if it was really well done, it could have been a really good story and really nice, interesting characters, you know. But literally nothing happened. It was just a waste of characters, I felt, and waste of emotions, whatever they were having, because I did not care about anyone. Not Elora. Actually, to be frank, in the end, I was like, you know, I don't care what happened to Elora now. She's dead, fine, I don't care. It felt like that. I was frustrated. I've given this book 2.5 just for the last part. What happened, it was interesting what happened right back there. I kind of you know, predicted that, but you know, not completely, but similar kind of people. But yes, it was interesting, and there was one jaw-dropping moment that I did not see coming, but that's the only reason I've given this book like 2.5. Rest of the book was utter disappointment. Just disappointed with this book. Last book I have is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. This book was really good, and it was so steamy, really angsty, and I really enjoyed it. I've given this one 4 out of 5 stars, and it's about a girl called Piper, who is, you know, very outgoing and party kind of a girl. She is you know, she does not have a job or has no ambition in her life. All she does is, you know, go to parties, organize parties, spend money, her stepfather's money, who is a movie director, Hollywood movie director or something. Yeah, so something happens and she ends up in jail, and her stepfather is pissed, and he is like, no, you're not supposed to do this. I have to teach you a lesson. And she is sent to Westport, Washington, where it was her place, her late father's place, where she goes to, you know, her late father's bar is there, and she is sent to run the bar in that place. And she goes with her sister Hannah, and they both come to Westport, and they start with you know, start with everything. They check out the bar and everything, but on the very first day, she meets Brendan, who is immediately has made an opinion that she cannot stay here for even a day or even a night in in this small town, because she is a big shot kind of a thing, she has like millions of followers in Instagram and something, and she has lived in luxury and everything, and there is nothing over here. So he is kind of like made an opinion that you are not going to stand even a day here, and she is like, I will show every guy who has underestimated me that her father, her stepfather and her ex-boyfriend and this man Brendan, who has made an opinion of her without actually knowing her, and she is kind of determined to show that they are wrong and she is not what she seems, and I really liked about that, about her. And she is super cute, she is spoiled, I agree, because she does not know the value of money. That's the only problem. By character and by heart, she is really sweet girl, and I really loved her. It is a dual perspective, by the way, and I really enjoyed this book. Actually, I would definitely recommend this one. This is a rom-com. It is not like it is sweet. It is not a complete like comedy. I wouldn't say comedy, but there were sweet moments where where you can blush and laugh. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this to you guys. I've rated this 4 out of 5 stars. Yes. So yep, definitely recommend. So those were the 9 books I've read in the month of June, and those were my opinions and my rating and my review on each of them. So if you like this video, give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon if you want to get notified on my next upload. And do tell me which one you have read in this pile of books, and which one is your favorite. And if we share the same opinion about the books which we've read, please, I would really like to know what you guys think about the books, and I would really like to interact with you guys about that. And yep, I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, it's me, Anjali, signing off. Bye.